So Unbeatable is a game that actually I have had on my wish list for a really long time. And every now and then I go through my wish list, see which games are on sale, and I'll occasionally see a game like this one that's it'll just say announced and it doesn't say when it's coming out. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'll just leave it there and come back later. But they got a recent trailer at Gamescom, and also they updated the demo. So they had a demo before, but they've updated it. So they've included, I think, 2 new songs, and there's some story elements. You can play a bit of the story. So Unbeatable is it's a rhythm game, and basically it's pretty simple. It's most of your rhythm games. If you're playing Guitar Hero, you have about 5 notes or something like that. This one's really just 2. You have up and you have down, and that's it. And but it does map a little bit weirdly because you'll have multiple buttons mapping to up and multiple buttons that mapping to down, so you can tap around. If you're playing on a controller, you can tap around different parts of the controller, but really it's just 2 commands. And so basically beats will come in and you have to either hit them, or certain ones you have to hold down, certain ones you have to avoid and dodge. So if you get a certain kind of this triangle beat comes in, if it's coming in low, you got to go high to go over it. So that's the basic gameplay. But the story is that you are set in a world where music is illegal, which is actually, I know a lot of games that have this as a premise. I don't know. This seems like to be a really common thing. Where, music is illegal, or a certain style of music is illegal. What was it? Was it No Straight Roads? Is that what the other one that did it? Way back on the PS2, I played a game called Unison, which had this premise. So I've played a lot of games with this premise. I don't know why it keeps coming up. But anyway, in this world, music is illegal. You're this kind of underground indie band. So you're going to go to various venues, and you're going to play and rock out, and you're going to defeat other bands Scott Pilgrim style. You're also going to fight it out with the cops sometimes because stick it to the man, right? But yeah, overall, I really like the aesthetic. The music's pretty good if you like that kind of indie scene. If you're looking at the visuals, you can probably figure out what style of music I'm talking about. Indie punk kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, and it's not very long. So supposedly this game is only going to be about 6 to 8 hours long, which for me is actually perfect because that is a great game for me to play between bigger games, because that's how I always tend to do things. I'll play a really big game like a Silent Hill or an Armored Core or Final Fantasy or something like that. And then when I finish it, if I have another game coming up right next, like for instance, once I finish Silent Hill, I'm pretty sure Ghost of 𝙎𝙧 is going to be out. So I'm probably going to jump right into Ghost of 𝙎𝙧. But I just finished, what was it, Death Stranding, and Silent Hill's not out yet. So I have a little bit of a gap here. Don't want to get too involved with something. I've been knocking out a few of these smaller indies like Coffee Talk and whatnot. So this is the perfect kind of game for me for that kind of situation. But also, if you're not so interested in story, they got you in mind. They also have an arcade mode. Arcade mode has its own method of progression. You can get modifiers. There's scoreboards to do. You can unlock, and then also you can unlock all the songs just by doing arcade mode or just by doing story mode. So if you're the person who wants to play through the story, you're going to unlock all the songs. If you don't want to do that, you just want to play the rhythm game, you can do arcade mode and you can unlock all the songs. You don't have to do both. They took that into mind, which is actually pretty cool because I'm the kind of guy that would do both, but there are a lot of people that would just pick one or the other. So yeah, if it sounds interesting to you, you can go to Steam or PS5. There is a demo available on both. So you can go ahead and check that out. It is the updated demo, so they have a few extra songs and they have some story mode. But the main game is going to be releasing November 6th.